Hi, my name is Skyla Ramirez. Welcome to our meditation and mindfulness session today. Let's begin with an EFT sequence just for balancing left and right brain hemispheres. And in the process of balancing the left and right brain hemisphere, hopefully decreasing the load in which our body experiences various stressors in the day and ultimately leading to optimal health, better heart health. So to begin this sequence, we're just going to tap with our peace fingers. I am right-handed, so I'm using my right hand, but you can use your left hand. So using my peace fingers, I'm going to tap on the very inside edges of the brow. And you just want to be sure that you're tapping only on bony structures whenever we do this. So EFT, or emotional freedom technique, this is a technique that ultimately works to interrupt various neurological connections directly up to the brain, to the amygdala, to our emotional center. And as we interrupt some of those messages to the amygdala, we're able to stay more logical when we're working through problems rather than being hijacked by an emotional state, which can cause us to have blurry or clouded thinking. All right, let's take both fingers out to the temples, both hands tapping. Again, staying on the bony structures and, only tapping enough so that if you were to have a sleeping baby and you were to want to just tap that baby's toe or tap their shoulder, but you don't want to wake them up. So it's not a lot of pressure. From here, we're going directly under the pupils onto the top of the cheekbone. And you could do this with 2 fingers or 1 finger. From here, it is between the nose and the top lip, the cleft. And now to the chin. We have the sides of the sternum just out to the side. So the sternum is directly in the middle. We are going to take it out just a little more from that point. So kind of under the bones of the collarbone. And then there's another point, it's called the soft spot. So it's still bony, but it's softer than this center point. So you just take it out a little bit and pat over there. From here, we go to the sides of the body. So it's here, and you can do it. I know it looks kind of funny when we do it with our hands like this, but it is faster than going one at a time. You could go one at a time and reach across, or you could just flap your hands in by the armpit. So it's a little lower than the armpit region. It's actually hitting the ribs and the bones that are proximal to some large lymph nodes in this area. After here, we have what we call the karate chop. So we just chop like so. And the point, it's not on the bottom hand. The point is up here on the top hand that we are hitting. Then switching sides. Finally, to the center of the chest. Last of all, the crown of the head. Now, when you're ready, just take a moment to let those shoulders come down and back. Notice if your body prefers to have hands up or hands down. This can make a really big difference in the meditation experience. Usually when the hands are up, this creates more neural activity versus hands down, which can create more of a pacifying or introspective effect. Now, neither is considered better. It is a matter of discovering what your body or mind's preference is in that moment. And you can change your mind at any time. So you can start any way you want. And at any point in the meditation, you can change your mind. Some people even discover they prefer one hand up and one hand down, and then they'll change their hands at some point in the meditation. So no matter where you go with these hands, there is a type of a neurological connection that we are manipulating in our nervous system. So let's get started. Let's begin with alternate nostril breathing, another technique used to balance left and right hemispheres of the brain. If you're able to breathe in through your nose, we'll be alternating the breath through specific nasal passages. Should you have any blockages, it could be sinuses or allergies, it could be sort of an obstruction based on your just the design of the nose. If you have a blockage, any blockage, you're just going to sense the presence of the energy being isolated left and right. So to begin, it's just one big exhale. Now lift up one hand, close off your right nostril, inhale through the left. Now close off the left, exhale from the right. Now inhale right. Switch, exhale left. Inhale left. Switch, exhale, inhale right. So we're just going to keep that rhythm where you exhale, inhale, and switch. Exhale, nice and slow. Inhale, then switch. Exhale from the right. Now, when you're ready, inhale through both nostrils. And then exhale from your throat. Let's try that again. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale from your throat. And now just let the breath be at ease in the body. From here, closing the eyes, bowing the chin, sitting tall. Begin to visualize the breath approaching the body from the earth. We take in the physiological breath. We take it into the nose or the mouth, and it goes to the lungs. There is an energetic presence with that life force that we can sense from the earth itself. Maybe imagine your spine is like a gold rope, and this gold rope from the middle of your head down the neck, behind the heart, behind your belly button, all the way into the low back, into the tailbone, and now through the hips, connecting into the earth. Imagine this gold rope. It's like an extension cord or even an energetic umbilical cord that ultimately connects the physical experience to support from the earth. Closing our eyes, sensing the spine, perhaps seeing it like a gold rope moving down into the earth, sensing a heaviness in the hips as this energy tugs at the body, pulling us down, anchoring us to the earth. The sense of heaviness in the hips further supports that we are intimately connected to an energy that is here to support us and to sustain our comfort. Start to feel as if there's a little tug on that rope, drawing you just a little more deeper into your seat, into that connection to the earth. Now, where does that cord go? Watching or knowing that it is spiraling and burrowing down into the very center of the earth. And in this place, it is a gold orb of molten, fiery energy. This energy is radioactive, magnetic, Like a magnet to steel, we feel drawn in and towards the center of the earth. As we breathe, sense that your breath is coming from that place, from the core, the center of the earth. The breath is moving up, and we are able to receive it effortlessly through this gold energy cord, up through the belly, to the ribs, up to the center of the brain. And then exhale, this energy is going to drop down to your center chest and heart, and it will split out the shoulders. Inhaling, the breath is rising, just like a thermometer, mercury rising in a thermometer or a barometer rising. Inhale, pulling this energy up into the middle of the brain. And then exhale, it's going to drop and split at the center of the chest. Noticing the rise and fall of this energy, intimately choreographed in syncopation with every inhale and every exhale. Maybe even pausing at the top of the breath. Again, the energy pulls up from the earth through the pelvic floor, all the way up into the middle of your brain. Pause at that point, allowing prana to create order in the mind space. And then exhale, letting it go. So the exhalation, along with the pranic force, is able to push out any thoughts, memories, emotions, energies that may create chaos. Inhale, we draw in and up through the mind space, an energy promoting order and peace. Exhale, all on its own, the body lets go of anything that would possibly disturb that peace, letting go of chaos, drama, trauma, anxieties, letting it go with the breath. Let's practice visualizing this breath for 1 quiet minute. If we're not seeing it, that's okay. Sensing the presence like a vacuum in the hips and low back. This energy is pulled up through the hips, the belly, the heart, resting in the middle brain. And then when we let it go, it drops to the middle of the chest and it splits, moving out of the left and right sides of your heart. Now, either visualize or through a deep sense of knowing, this umbilical cord or this extension cord, this gold rope, is going to begin to disintegrate. not necessarily disconnecting from the earth, but instead encouraging us to lift up out of our seat so that we're able to exist with a sense of security and support, not only coming from the earth, but coming from within. Still seeing our spine radiating with the golden light, knowing that whether we see or sense this connection, it's always there. Perhaps even affirming for ourselves, I am connected. I am supported. I have all that I need. In times where we may feel that the affirmations are challenging, maybe even we sense resistance, it's okay to acknowledge that. It's more human to resist than it is to accept any truth in the affirmation. In those cases, we allow ourselves to stay in a place of wonder, a place of curiosity. What might it feel like if we allow ourselves to believe it, even if just for a moment? What might it feel like to be fully supported? What might it feel like to be fully safe and secure? Breathing that sensation in, even just for a moment. What do we think it might feel like when it's true for us? When we open ourselves up to the possibility, we open up to the truth, and we open ourselves up to a new way of being and seeing the world. From this place, we could bring our hands together at the heart, drawing in at least 2 or 3 big breaths together. Allowing those shoulders to rise a little bit, massaging those energies in the shoulders, neck, and chest that we're working so hard to flesh out those other energies that weren't serving us. From here, I invite you to join me with a bow today as we close our practice. Namaste. Enjoy your beautiful day.